Hey folks, welcome back over here to Breckenridge. I'm Andy. Thanks for joining us for Summit Sunrise on TV8's Summit. And today is an exciting day because we are down here live on location at one of the locations for the Breckenridge Outdoor Education Center. This is kind of your headquarters for all things winter activities, and I've got Jeff here to tell us all about it. Right now we're standing in the midst of some of the equipment you might utilize for some of your programs that you guys offer here. But for folks that are not familiar with the Breckenridge Outdoor Education Center, give me a little introduction to what you guys are providing here. You have some really awesome services that you provide for our community.
Absolutely. The BOEC is an adaptive ski program that we basically started doing alpine skiing in 1976. And we provide skiing and snowboarding for people with disabilities or special needs. We are a nonprofit organization, so we do work with a lot of foundations and folks like that to help our program run. We have offices here in Breckenridge as well as Keystone, and we do provide some adaptive lessons for folks that visit Copper Mountain as well.
And over the summer, we got to learn about some of the summer programs. So you guys really work year-round, but now that we're into the ski season, we've switched to winter activities. And as you mentioned, there's really a variety of students that you guys bring in to accommodate for the programs. Like I've heard mention of at-risk youth to people with spinal cord injuries.
Absolutely. We have a group right now over at our Keystone program of wounded warriors that are here with a program that we partner with another adaptive organization, and there's 15 of them over there right now. In our program here today, we have some folks out from Chicago that are from their special recreation district that they have there, kids that have been coming here for 20 years or so. And we also have a group from Colorado Springs coming up just for the day to ski with us. So yeah, all sorts of different disabilities and special needs that come through here on a pretty regular basis.
And I love that because that really gives folks the opportunity to get out and enjoy the activities that, why we're here in Colorado to participate in.
Absolutely. No, it's great to provide something for some folks that are limited potentially because of the equipment, or some folks that just require a little bit more special attention in order to teach them how to ski or snowboard or get them out on the hill. But again, we will provide anything we can for folks that are unable to use, say, the regular ski school to get out there. So it is a great opportunity for people with disabilities to experience skiing and do what all of us love to do, is why we're out here.
And later on in the show, we'll actually be visiting with Mark, another one of the staff members here, who's going to kind of get into the specifics of the equipment itself. But for folks, when they do get involved in the program, how are those initial steps of how do they, get signed up and participate?
Absolutely. So the best way is probably to go to our website, www.boec.org. You can get all the information as far as prices go and things like that on there and how to sign up. Normally we have folks call here. They can do a informational thing on the website, and then we can give them a ring, and we like to speak to them personally to really get a handle on what their disability might be or their special needs might be, and then basically that's the process, and then we'll book a reservation for them whenever they're coming out here and get them out there on the hill.
I love it. Yeah, and you even offer kind of a variety of programs, depending on that person's need and length of time that they may be participating here, whether it be one day or kind of a series of activities as well?
Absolutely. So, pretty much just the same as the regular ski school. Folks, that come out vacation might sign up for 4 or 5 days. Other people coming from the Front Range might just come up for the day. We also do some Nordic and snowshoe lessons at the Nordic centers around here as well. So yeah, it's a pretty busy, combination of local folks, international visitors, and people from around the country.
And I want to mention, too, this is actually a nonprofit organization, so you guys do rely on funding from the community and local organizations.
Absolutely. Vail Resorts, of course, the town of Breckenridge, Summit Foundation are all really big ones for us as far as locally. And then, yes, a ton of federal, help, federal grants, private donors, things like that. But we couldn't do what we do without the assistance of all those people. So,
absolutely. And you can find out some more information, I believe, on the website for anyone that is interested in potentially being a donor or someone that's interested in getting involved in one of the programs.
Absolutely. So donation, signing up for programs, volunteering, just general information on what we do. You can find all that stuff on our website.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us here, and stick around. Speaking of getting outdoors on the mountain, you want to get out there and keep your head safe. And one of our local businesses here in Breckenridge, Craniology, they're right up Main Street. They provide helmets and a variety of outdoor winter gear, as well as just hats and gloves, everything you might need to stay warm and protected out on the hill. So we're going to send it over to them and see what's happening at Craniology. But stick around, because we'll be back over here at the Breckenridge Outdoor Education Center, and we'll have a little chat with Mark later on in the show, so don't go anywhere. Hey, Summit County, welcome back over here to Breckenridge. We are live on location at the Breckenridge Outdoor Education Center at their headquarters for winter sports. And I've got Mark here, who's the Assistant Program Director. But you began as an instructor here, and you've kind of worked your way up in developing with programs here at BOEC. And you are very knowledgeable about the equipment that is provided with these programs. And I'm really interested in that, because if you joined us earlier, you got a little glimpse of what some of those programs entail. But it's really fascinating to see the variety of adaptive equipment that is available for so many different needs for folks to be able to get out and enjoy the activities that they love on the mountain.
Yeah, no, it's great. As Jeff mentioned earlier, we kind of have all different types of equipment that we're using to get folks sliding on the snow however they want. So we try to promote independence and autonomy in every way possible. But some of the equipment that probably gets the most recognition out on the mountain is the sit skis. So we have a mono ski pulled for you here. And in the sit ski category, you kind of really have what we call a mono ski with one ski underneath it, or a bi ski with two skis underneath it. And the difference there kind of is, it goes based on what the folks are looking to get out of their ski day and kind of what some of their functional and cognitive abilities are. But we can kind of customize them to their background and give them the best time possible. So you can see here with the mono ski, the design is pretty crazy these type of days, which is awesome, because back in the day it used to be limited by the technology. Now folks are getting progressing so far in their skiing that they're starting to break equipment and figure out how to design it better and make it even more efficient. So you get folks like Trevor Kennison out there dropping into Corbett's and blowing shocks and all that type of stuff, and making the designs have to be even better for future skiers to come. So
and that really is something great. I immediately noticed when looking at this. I mean, this is a intense piece of hardware, and the shocks are, definitely noticeable. Something that you don't see just on regular skis.
Yeah, no, the shocks nowadays that you'll find on most sit skis are going to be kind of your high-end mountain biking shock, or what you might even see on like a dirt bike. And with that, you get the adjustments for not only coil tension, but fast and slow compression, rebound, so you can really kind of customize the skiing experience to the skier and what kind of terrain they're trying to be on. So the biggest thing, though, most of all, is to get a good fit. So we want the bucket of the ski to fit just like a ski boot would for your neurotypical average, quote-unquote, average skier, and that any movement they're doing is actually transitioning to the ski and not just them sloshing around in the bucket. It can be kind of a sketchy day out there if you don't have a good fit in the ski. So. And
looking around on the shelf here of all the varieties of sit skis, you can see how it has been customized for each individual that's going to be utilizing that equipment.
Yeah, we have, here at the BOEC, we have lots of different gear, and it kind of, there's little pros and cons to everything to kind of fit the independent skier and figure out what they want best. And even out of the sit ski realm, we have some other gear here, kind of our slider, our ski legs, where, that individual that the individual that wants a little bit of, standing up to ski but might have some balance issues or some strength issues, we have all different types of methods to make that happen and kind of fit what their goals are and trying to mitigate the risks that are inherent in skiing. So
this would be utilized, as you mentioned, kind of like a walker, and then the skis attach at the base there.
Yeah, you get skis that will attach at the base, and then the student would have skis on themselves. There's tons of points to add in different hardware, so you could put handles on either side to kind of customize, again, that fit and what the student needs and how the instructor plans on facilitating that lesson best. So super adjustable and definitely able to kind of be modified in whatever way to keep folks comfy and happy.
I really like that aspect of it. The adaptive equipment is adapting to accommodate a broader variety of needs almost.
Yeah, you know, we obviously want to try and see some type of skiing progression on the hill, but the most important part is that they have a positive skiing experience. So you could be the best skier in the world, and if you're not having fun out there, it doesn't really matter. So
Absolutely.
that's, I think, our primary goal is make sure folks are enjoying the outdoors.
And I've heard some amazing stories here already this morning, just of the variety of folks that have come through here and the different types of situations that they've dealt with, whether it be someone that's, you know, had a developmental disability that they lived their entire life with, to someone that maybe grew up skiing or snowboarding and was a veteran that's now injured and they want to get back out to doing the activities they love, and you guys help bring that fun back to their life.
Yeah, it's getting to work with folks of all abilities is really rewarding, not only for the student, I would imagine, but for our instructors and myself personally. I've had just so much perspective added to my life by folks I've been privileged enough to meet while working for the BOEC, and there's no better feeling than getting out there in the outdoors and sharing your passion for someone, and your passion for the outdoors, and getting to see that person have it click again of like, oh, this is what sliding on snow feels like, you know, laying that first turn in, whether it be right after injury or for the first time ever, and seeing their face light up is, you know, you just can't match that. So
It truly is a life-changing experience for some of these folks.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, stick around, you guys. We'll be here live on location throughout the rest of our show this morning, as well as some great stuff happening over at the studio. In fact, we're going to actually take a look at what's happening over at the Arapahoe Basin here in just a moment, back at the studio end of things. But don't go anywhere. I'll be here live in Breck, hanging out at the Breckenridge Outdoor Education Center.